My bad. I hit my stop button on my phone. I'm gonna see if I can splice this up. I don't know if I can splice it together with my phone or if it'll just be, you know, a part 2, whatever. If it's part 2, it's part 2. But listen, why is it still mandatory? It doesn't make sense to me. There's no need for it to be mandatory if the predators are here, and then when they are caught, unless they're a man, they're gonna get away with it. They're gonna get away with it because listen, they're trying to say again, oh well, we can't trust the word of the kid because you know kids are impressionable and blah 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 blah. But at the same time, oh, it's okay to say that the kid wanted the sex. People do not realize that that's gonna f that kid up. They're gonna get super attached to them and stuff like that. And I think that's what they want. Maybe that's what these freaking cocksuckers want. They just want someone that's just completely enthralled with them, to where they don't have any sense of self. They're just complete toy, no identity, just a toy that just loves them. Period. And I'd argue that with all the simps, you could probably get that. You know, because for some reason the simps got money to shower only stands and stuff like that. So I'm like, why can't you just get you a simp at that point? You know, like, well, why are you messing with little kids? This isn't making sense to me, man. It's really just not making any sense to me. I just don't understand this anymore. I don't understand how we're letting these people get away with this crap. I don't understand why the laws will look at this crap, they'll look at the evidence, they'll see the chick diddles with people, and even if she does go to jail, maybe a year, she's out within a year. If a guy goes to jail, oh, chemical castration, cut his dick off, do this, do that. The chick's doing it. And no one cares. People's morals aren't worth it. They're just not worth anything. They're not worth a freaking plankton's turd, dude. It's like they're so easily swayed because they see titties or something. I just don't understand. You know what? Someone said this, and I agree. Someone said this. An old man said this. And he said, you know what? Men are so freaking useless when it comes down to justice that if they were looking the epitome of evil in the face and it had arse and titties, they let it go. They let it go. Because it's true. A lot of these freaking idiots think with their dick and they don't care. And when you look at these instances in the courts, especially when it's a freaking male judge, you will notice something. There are usually instances where the freaking defendant or whoever the person is who's like trying to win, specifically the chick, they're like screwing the judges. They're sucking them off. They're doing all this bullcrap. No wonder that it's usually all in their favor. How many times have they been caught doing that crap? You think they give a rat's arse if it's a convict? I'm so sick of looking at this stuff, dude. I'm so sick of looking at all these instances. Like, if I had a kid, dude, there's no way that they go to school. There's no way. I'm not having kids at all, but like, you cannot. Like, I'm gonna be honest. If you have kids and you do not get them out of this public school, do not be surprised if they're getting diddled. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised at all. Because at that point, you are actively choosing to put your kids in the hands of people who are confirmed to be predators, who are confirmed to feel like they can get away with this stuff, and you have all the evidence to show, and you still won't do anything about it. You're still going to leave them in school. You're still going to be like, oh, well, they need it. Because I'm like, what do they need it for? They're graduating school. They're freaking retarded. They don't know what country they're in. They don't know what state they're in. They don't know what city they're in. Like, the level of thinking that comes out of the average freaking high school graduate, not even college graduate right now. Let's just go ahead and completely remove college, because the college is just complete indoctrination. If school is the indoctrination, then college is something else, man. But they're just dumb as rocks. They think there's millions of genders, you know, like everything's fluid and relative and stuff like that. Until it comes time to talk about anything to do with, you know, men. Then that's just, you know, concrete. Then that's just set in stone. Oh my gosh. How many articles do we need to see? How many videos do we need to see? How much receipts do we need to see before we just say, you know, the justice system is done? Like, we have to just get our own justice. And I mean it. I don't care if YouTube takes that out of context. It's the truth. If I was a parent and I saw anyone, I don't care if they're a freaking woman or a guy, diddling with my kid, that's it. They're gone. Period. That's what's supposed to happen. In countries where, like, you know, it's not like this bullcrap, that's what happens. They don't give a rat's arse if you're a woman. Heck, they'll smoke you if you're messing with their husbands. That cheating crap, you better be careful about that in other countries. They don't play about that. I'm telling you, dude, the morality of the West is done. It's done. These cocksuckers have no sense of justice. They have no sense of doing the right thing. And they know what the right thing is. Don't get it twisted. Because I've always said, no, the right thing's relative. That's what they say, right? But then when it's happening to them, they think that's the right thing? You think that it's relative then? Nope. It's always when it's not happening to them. Then it's relative. The moment it happens to them, it's not relative. I despise most of these idiots, dude. I really do. I really do. I look at this and I'm always... Yeah, I'm telling you, listen, if you want to ask, because I said this in one of the videos recently, why do men want the freaking collapse to happen? Why do people not want to fight for their country? Look at this crap. Look at what we are looking at constantly. Why would anyone in their right frame of mind want to fight for this? Why would anyone constantly look at the injustice happening, look at the blatant evil happening, and say, I'm going to fight for this. I'm going to protect these kinds of people. I'm going to protect the people that are going to do this crap, get a slap on the wrist, maybe go to jail for a couple of months, get out, get a job in that same field, and do it again, repeatedly. Why? Why fight for it? Why? What do we gain by it? The country's not becoming a better place. We're just protecting these cocksuckers. They're screwing our arseholes, they're messing with our kids, they're messing with our family. And if we do something about it, the good old murder squad, the cops, they'll come and smoke us. Not the people diddling with kids, not the people freaking molesting your freaking babies in instances. Yeah. It makes no sense to me, man. It makes no sense that this is even still an issue. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, in certain aspects, I think if that guy would have hit his mark with evil orange man, air quotes, evil orange man, hint, you know who I'm talking about, because I'm not going to mention his name in this video. Not that I'm scared, but I mainly want this video to be about what I'm talking about. So I don't want to F the algorithm up. But if he hit his mark, I'm telling you, I think we'd be looking at something very different. Very different. Just saying. I bet you a whole bunch of justices will be they go after him. I'm telling you. And at this point, they need to. Because I'm going to be completely honest. Any judge that is letting blatant freaking evil, they're letting a molester get away with it because of tits and an arse, or because they just got a big bank account, they should not be breathing oxygen. Go ahead and take it out of context, YouTube. Go ahead and say, I'm advocating for it. But I'm just saying, in any healthy society, it won't happen. Because they'll see that that bastard's corrupt. Listen, you can get away with corruption if you're slick about it. When you're blatant, people aren't going to tolerate that for long. And I don't know why we've tolerated it for so long, but I don't think people realize, but that crap's wearing thin. It's wearing thin. What do people really have to lose? I mean, let's go ahead and say it. You know, like, let's say that we are just about to do it. What do we have to lose? I don't have a home. I don't really have a family. I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. Nothing's holding me back. I can be as reckless as I want. Realistically speaking, most people can right now. What do they have to look forward to? Being in debt all their life, no home, no retirement, no social security, nothing. What do they have to look forward to? What's holding them back? Other than them. The only thing holding them back is self-restraint. That's it. And I'm telling you, I don't know how all of these other people are doing it. I don't know how these families are doing it, but it could not. It could not be my kid. There is no way. There is no way. I would not call the cops over that. I'm gonna go ahead and handle that. And I'm sure as heck not going to jail for it. If they want to smoke me, they could come get it. Is what it is. Because you're not gonna freaking diddle with kids and do something. And heck, I'd probably do that for my nephew. I would. You know, he may not be my kid, but my God. Just the thought of someone doing that to my nephew. And then thinking they're going to get away with it. Oh, no. I'll have a note for him that I'll make sure that they give to him, like, you know, when he's older. And he'll understand why I did what I did, and no, I'm not sorry for it. I'm not sorry for it, because I'm not going to go to jail for that, no. Our justice systems are a joke. Our freaking education system is a joke. Like, everything's a joke. This whole freaking society is a joke at this point. Blatant evil is just going around and doing whatever it wants. But then if we try and do something about it, we're the bad guys. This is why I say, again, go ahead and put the ice in your blood. And when you start seeing stuff like this, when you start seeing people just in general that you don't know, you know, if they're not yours, leave it. Look after your own. Because these cocksuckers don't want you to do the right thing anymore. So unless it's your family, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Unless it's kids. If it's kids, it's different. If it's kids, I'm like I said, I got them. If it's kids, I got them. I can't just let that happen to kids. If it's kids, I got them. But if they're an adult, I just can't get involved. I can't help it. I can't, man. Because I'm going to be thinking about instances where, you know, if it's a random guy, oh, well, his dick got hard. He wanted it. If it's a girl, oh, it's not that much of a problem. She don't deserve to go to jail forever. That's all I'm thinking about. That's all I'm thinking about now. Where do they freaking stand on issues like this? Where do they stand on the freaking illegals in this country coming in and just screwing over the citizens and killing them and stuff like that? Are they honestly still under the impression that you can't kill that guy? That's murder. You can't defend your family. That's all I'm thinking about now. That's all I'm thinking about now. It's so irritating to see this crap on a regular basis, and no one cares. No one cares, man. Why does it feel like there's only, like, just such a small number of people that care about this crap? They make it seem like we're supposed to care about football and sports and all this bull crap, or pop culture. F that, dude. How about our actual society? Like, look at the freaking evil. It's on such a blatant level. It's not in the shadows anymore. They used to have to do this crap in the shadows. They were doing it in daylight, and no one cares. No one cares. I don't know, man. We got problems. That's all I can say, but I'm just gonna end it here, because I could keep ranting. I really could, but I just need to get this out of my system, because this... I always get so worked up over it, especially when it comes down to this female molestation crap, because it's like, listen, if we know that they're molesting people just as much as men, why is school still mandatory? Why are we still forced to put our kids through this bullcrap? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Oh, well, that's good. You know, like, they'll feel good. You're just jealous. So crime only goes one way, because of how someone was born, right? So because someone was born with tits and an arse, they're good. They can't be a criminal. That's what we're saying. Is it any wonder why so many guys are snipping? Because they see that they can do this crap and get away with it. They see that they can do it. I'm just saying, man. Couldn't be me. Could not be my kid. No way. No way. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be. You know, and I'm sure that someone might be laughing, because I know how I sound on, like, on microphone and whatnot. And people are like, oh, no, he's just some scrawny wimp and stuff like that. I don't know why people even say that stuff. You know, I'm not trying to threaten nobody. I'm just saying, like, why do people take that crap for granted? Like, that scrawny wimp could get a hold of a freaking 2,000-pound vehicle that can accelerate faster than 100 miles an hour. Oh, yeah, you a bodybuilder and stuff, but you beating a car? I don't think so. That little scrawny little bastard, you know, can get a hold of a freaking pew-pew that can accelerate a projectile faster than the speed of sound. He almost got evil Orange Man with that. Hello. Why do people still care about, like, the image or how someone sounds? Do not underestimate people, because I'm telling you, the same way that applies to, like, you know, saying that, oh, he wouldn't do something like that is the same way that applies to these little freaking cunts that are saying, oh, a chick like that, she looks so pretty, why would she do that? Simple, because evil doesn't really care about looks. Period. But I'm going to end it here, folks. It's exhausting to just look at this stuff. It really is. Rate the video what you want to rate. God bless. Please protect your children. Please protect your children. If you have children, please protect them. Get them out of this crap, dude. Get them out of it.